Hi there, end of 2017, and I thought I'd go through my top 10 rowing moments of the last season. And do you know what? I had this list of about 20. So I thought I could do a couple of blogs, one with my top 10 and one with the 10 that didn't even make the top 10. So, what were those second 10? And I think the first one, these are in no particular order. The race at the World Championships, the women's fours, where the Australian women's four won a very exciting race. Fantastic to see them come through. I think they were in last place at 500 metres, came through in fifth at 1,000 or something like that. Really moved through the field to win, and it's a great start, I think, to that event, new on the Olympic programme. Brilliant to see Australian women's sweep rowing back in the world's best. Another race that really excited me in 2017 was actually a heat. It was the Romanian men's 8, would you believe, a heat in the European Championships. I got to do the commentary alongside. It was really exciting in the car because they just never let up. Significantly high rate all the way down the course, never dropped below 41. Really banging on, qualified straight for the final with a heat win. It was so exciting to see that crew coached by the Italian Antonio Colomanici. And it was a fantastic contest. A lot of young people in that 8. A couple of the lads, I think, made the pairs final in Lucerne later in the season. And if they carry on developing, they could be a real threat to the Germans, the British, and the Dutch dominance, Americans too, in the 8. So that was really exciting. Another race that, again, it wasn't a final. There's a couple of races actually. Hrvat, Reko Havrat, in the men's lightweight single sculls, he was trucking boy. In that race, he went through the 1500 metres 5:07. That's about 5 or 6 seconds quicker than any of his rivals, including Paul O'Donovan, who actually won the gold medal in that event. But Hrvat was leading, and then dead flat water, and all of a sudden, he must have just tipped something. He lost his blade, fell in. And of course, there was the whole thing about alligators in the lake at Sarasota. So, boy, did he want to get out of that boat quickly. He sort of jumped on top of his boat. Moment of drama. He was fine, but gutted because obviously he lost his chances of a medal at the Worlds. And I'm sure he would have got that. Other races that weren't finals, for me, the Henley race between St Paul's School, UK, coached by Bobby Thatcher, and the eventual winners of the Princess Elizabeth Cup at Henley, Scotch College of Melbourne in Australia. I mean, Scotch were a fantastic crew, huge lads, a lot of them played. Aussie Rules football came into rowing, and their coach did a brilliant job with them, but Bobby Thatcher's crew just pushed them all the way. I think it was a race on a Friday. So exciting to commentate on, and you felt that St Paul's maybe could have done it, but the power of Scotch just held off in the end. It was just too much for them. Another H race also got really excited about was in the Belgrade World Cup. That was the Neerhouse 8 or the Dutch 8. They raced in the British national crew, and of course the Dutch just came through in the last few strokes to win that race. Very, very exciting. The Dutch, a lot of those boys were in the ladies' plate that got disqualified. Coached by Diedrich Simon. Of course, the 8 in Belgrade was coached by Diedrich Simon too. And it was a bit of a match-up with the British 8 because there were quite a few lads in the British 8 that were in the same ladies' plate crew. Of course, they got the award of the event when the Dutch were disqualified in 2016. So, bit of a sort of match-up there. Really exciting. Great to see the Dutch crew come through a win at the end. Another guy that came through, Matty Dunham, the Kiwi single scull. Of course, he profited by the fact that Robbie Manson couldn't do Henley because of an injury. So Matty Dunham in the final, which was great for him at the Diamond Sculls, against the American sculler. And the heavier man leading all the way down, but Dunham, coached by Calvin Ferguson, wore him down. And in the end, he came through and what a fantastic win that was for a lad like that to get the Diamond Sculls on his laurels. Tremendous. Unexpected, someone winning a medal in 2017, Graham Thomas, stroked the British quad, and that was just such an amazing race. As commentators, we didn't know what was happening. We didn't know that the lad, Pete Lambert, his back had gone, and the British quad was worried that they might miss the race. They sculled back into the landing stage, couldn't find the sub, Graham Thomas, who was in the stands. There was a hurried moment. Eventually they found him. He got back in up to the start, and the boat wasn't set up for him, wasn't really comfortable, but he really stormed down the course, and that was such an exciting race. As was, when I went out to the Head for Charles, sitting on the bank there watching Mike Tatey's 8 from Cal Berkeley, a tremendous college 8, win the whole event, beat the sort of best scullers 8 of that crew put together with all the top scullers, and Cal Berkeley won the Head of the Charles in a record time, sort of getting over their upset of losing the college 8s to Yale earlier on in the summer. But fantastic crew that Tatey reckons could even be faster than the American 8 that took silver in the Worlds. Another college crew that really excited me, or college crews, was the 2 Oxford Brookes 8 that won at Henley. I thought it was a fantastic achievement for the programme, led by Henry Adams there, but in particular 2 Hampton boys, guys I worked with at school, James Stanhope in the ladies plate 8 and Chris Zarn in the Temple 8, and it was fantastic to see those 2 lads doing really well. The PR1 men's single sculls, if you remember that race at the World Championships, wasn't that exciting? The Ukrainian Olympic champion racing Eric Horry, who took silver in the Paralympic Games. And of course the change in race from 1,000 to 2,000, Eric Horry tracked the Ukrainian all the way down, and the Ukrainian just went out as he does. He got to 1750, or just maybe a bit close to the finish line, and boom, he just really blew up, I guess. Horry just tracked him and just moved through and just moved right away. Very exciting race. Horry took the gold medal, and the Ukrainian had to really push to hold off Chuvashev at the end. I think that's my 10 that didn't make the top 10. So what are my top 10? You'll have to wait and see.